Okay, this is our little over 1 year review of this 2025 Jayco Jay Flight 175 FQ. Kathy, what are your thoughts on this camper?
I have a lot of mixed reviews. I really like it. The size is really good for a couples camper. I think if you end up getting more than just us and the dog, it's going to be way too crowded in here. There's a lot of things that I absolutely love and hate about it all at the same time. You'll see as we show you around here what things I kind of got mad at and removed. so, but again, that's just kind of everybody camps different. You do you. We tend to be kind of weekend warrior campers. Work doesn't allow us to be able to do long, extensive trips, so we just are able weekend warrior kind of thing. So we found some features just aren't necessary for us at all. And when we do use high-end RV camping style equipment, we still have the options available to use them. We just prefer not to.
Yeah.
So it's all your camping style. What might not work for us might work great for you. So,
Yeah.
but these are the things that we found that might be useful for you guys that work and don't work.
Yeah. So stick around at the end. We'll let you know if we would buy it again or not. Also, before we get too far in this video and you guys all click off or you jump around, let us know if you would like to see how we winter camp in this thing. We could throw a video together, but as far as the camper, like she said, there's a lot of things that we've changed, and everybody will make changes. But we would much rather be away from people and noises, and that would mean that we're not going to have shore power, water, and sewers. Sewers. Well, yeah, luxuries that you get at home. But for now, we're in the dinette. The dinette, we haven't had any issues with it.
And this is where I have a love-hate relationship with it. I absolutely love being able to sit down and eat. It's plenty of space.
Yes.
There's lots of room. The dog, I have a dog bed sitting right underneath here. She likes to get underneath here and kind of lay down here too when we're eating, which is great. But it takes up a lot of space. And I like the storage space underneath. It's great. I feel crowded when we're in here for longer than 2 days. And I feel like that it could have been made smaller maybe for a couples camper. I get that it's supposed to be a bed for a third person or a child or whatever, but for us it's not really efficient with that.
We've never used it as a bed.
So I don't know for sure if this is going to be a long-term feature for us or if we're going to rearrange.
We've actually thought hard about ripping it out and building a couch
here
up over the wheel well and with pull-outs. And then just use TV trays if we end up eating, or lap trays if we decide to eat inside.
The other thing I found that I don't like about the booth is that I tend to jump in quick through the door and reach over to grab something off the table. And I can't tell you how many times I've hit my head on this cabinet. And I'm sure it's probably I'm special or something like that. But I've pretty much knocked myself out a couple of times by doing that because I was trying to quickly grab, binoculars or whatever on the table. And yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. But this is one of the best views of the camper is actually sitting here. We've got our stereo, Bluetooth stereo, which we have realized that it does sync up with our TV.
Which helps me because I'm slightly hearing impaired. And so when I'm not wearing my hearing aids at night, I can actually use a speaker over here and I can actually hear the sound of the TV versus blasting the TV and it gets really distorted.
Yeah.
So being able to use that has helped a lot once we've discovered that we're able to do that.
Yeah. But as far as that, you have any issues with this area?
Not really, just other than it takes up a lot of space. And the storage space underneath these are amazing. We're actually using them as extra storage for stuff. I am going to start carrying my dishes underneath here so when we're moving around, they don't jostle as much and they're flat against the surface versus up in the cabinets and the weight bouncing. Because we use actual plates. I think they're stoneware plates. I'm not even sure what they are, but they're heavy.
Yeah.
I don't like using a lot of the paper stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I am going to start storing them underneath one of these. So I don't know.
Okay, let's turn around and we'll talk about the kitchen. Okay, here's the kitchen.
It's tiny.
It's tiny.
Which is fine. I mean, it does everything we need.
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
good.
Let's start with the sink. Kathy has bought this little pump off Amazon.
I think it was Amazon, yeah.
Yeah. It fits on to, well, there's a little,
We drilled a hole in the counter.
the little hose, and we drilled a hole in the counter, and it goes down to the bottom where we have our
Freshwater.
5-gallon freshwater tank.
And we just keep that, and we use it pretty much for everything. And that's part of, like I said, the boondocking that we do, is that's what we use versus hookup water.
Yeah.
And plus, we know where the water source came from. We don't have to filter anything. It's a lot better for us in general. It's less worry, less mess.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what we do. We've got the 1 5-gallon, and that seems to make it through the weekend for us. And we have carried the second 5-gallon that we strap to the leg of the table when traveling. And so, yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing.
And the other first thing you'll notice right away that you'll see is the microwave is missing. That was one of my things that we don't ever use it. So I took it out and I use it as storage. We still need to do some finessing here. This is just a recent thing that we just did. But I like the ability of having this open. We don't travel with anything in there, just so you know. But whenever we get here, we put all of our easy access stuff in it, and then we are able just to use it like crazy. And that's been the most convenient, easiest thing ever that we've done. And that's the biggest change in this area that we've done is removing the microwave. So
it helps when you're cooking inside and when you're making coffee to, have everything right there visible instead of having to dig through the cabinets and figure out where everything is. As far as the stove,
there's our love-hate again.
it's a pain in the butt to light at times. You have to hold it, and I don't know if it's like a thermocouple to safety or what, but once you get it lit, trying to get that temperature set is, it's either on or off. Basically, foods that I perfect at home and come out here and possibly put on a video and burn them. It's something to get used to.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's great. It's propane, so boondocking is easy. We can carry the propane bottle, and if I haven't talked about it already or fixing to talk about it when we step outside, I'm looking to add a bigger bottle to the front. Once we move the battery, we're going to move the battery inside. So that'll help get us the full year of, camping and not have to worry about running out of propane. Yeah. This area, we've got the AC. This is our problem that we've had with this thing.
It should have never came with it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's ours or if it's everybody's, but we
got it. We got the camper, and the first weekend, that same weekend we got it, it didn't work.
Yeah.
It stopped working. So we took it back on warranty, and we got it fixed and repaired, and then we took it back out to see how it worked, and it worked. And not great. I mean, but being...
Yeah,
we are Oklahoma. It's hot. It's over 100 degrees.
Well, I think it was 90. I think it was 90 when we tested it because we went to Romano's. We tested it that weekend after we got it fixed.
And it worked fine.
And I don't think we ever used it again.
No, we didn't, because we didn't camp a lot, unfortunately.
So,
and then we pulled it out, and then the beginning of the summer we went to Black Mesa, and we turned it on, and it doesn't work again. So we're at the point of, yes, we probably can still have warranty. Our problem is that we live in the middle of nowhere, and it takes us 3.5 hours to take it to the dealership.
And then drop it off.
We have to leave it there for months on end. And I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We
I don't know.
plus
We don't use it anyway.
plus we don't camp that much during the summertime when
The
it's
high heat.
100 and some degrees outside. We don't do any boating or anything. So coming to the lake and sitting outside in 100 and some degrees is
Not us.
no fun. We hardly hike in 100 and some degrees. So we usually plus we I do some work, and so weekends are fair and few between in the summertime. But as far as removing the air conditioner, we've talked about it. We've actually talked about pulling this thing out, either selling it or just putting it in storage and putting in another max air fan.
Yeah.
We have also looked at, they make a DC powered air conditioner. I think it's close to $1,000. We would have to add probably a third battery,
Right.
but
Maybe down the road.
if
If
we start camping more.
Right.
But yeah,
Until then, no.
No.
It's just a nice, ugly feature sitting up here.
Yeah.
For now.
Waste of space, and
there's no fan on it too, so
it's just air conditioner.
It's just air conditioner.
So
Or at least when we turned it on as a fan, it doesn't. For us, it doesn't do anything. Maybe yours works different. I have no idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
let us know in the comments. But yeah, away from this to the refrigerator.
I like the refrigerator. There's a lot of space in here. The only thing I don't like is it shows so many fingerprints, which, so be it. You're camping. Everything's going to get dirty. But it has plenty of room. We are able to go for quite a while. It works off the battery.
Yeah, DC.
DC, yeah.
I'm not sure if it's propane. I'm not sure if it's
I don't think it's
know.
propane. I think it's all
I think it's just DC.
electric. Yeah. So, but anyway, no, there's lots of space.
Well, AC/DC.
We were able to keep everything in here and it's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go for quite a while on this.
Yes.
So.
And we've never actually packed it full.
No.
Next year we're looking to do a week long. So
I got vacation time.
We'll see how much we can pack in there. But yeah, the refrigerator is a plus for us. We love it.
The lights. When you're off shore power, only a few lights will actually work
DC.
On DC. So that's been fun trying to figure out which ones do and do not. Did not work. So it's kind of sporadic which ones do and don't, it seems like.
Well, I take that back. I guess not. Well, there you go.
Oh, okay. It's operator error, apparently.
Well, it's on the switch.
Oh.
So some of them you can actually turn them on by pushing the
without the
button.
battery switch on.
Yeah.
See, we're still learning stuff. Holy cow.
So yeah, we've only camped in it maybe 10 weekends.
Yeah.
So
probably, yeah. We haven't used it to its full capacity, and we're still learning our groove.
We bounce around from the car, the Jeep.
Yeah.
So I mean, have to try to keep it interesting.
We change it up a lot.
Yeah, try to.
Yeah.
Try to. As far as the kitchen,
storage space seems to be not that big of an issue. I haven't
for couples.
Yes, for couples. I do keep, since she's a small dog, I do keep her dog food and chew toys and everything over here on above the table. Her kind of storage areas over there. So I do have her regular dog food bag stored in there. But if it was a bigger dog, it may be more of an issue for dog food storage. But no, I seem to be able to find enough space for everything in here. And we're still working out a groove. Like I said, we really like this new space here. Our plan is to have a pantry area and maybe a paper storage kind of area for your paper towels and napkins and whatever else, kind of random Ziploc bags. So.
Okay, I think we've talked about the TV. It's dual power. It didn't come with a TV. We bought the TV.
Mm-hmm. It has a DVD player back there. Yeah. We have learned that if you do buy this TV, don't keep the DVD in it when you shut it off or unplug it. It doesn't like to eject it. So that took us quite a bit to figure that out.
Yeah. But next, we've got our little thermostat over here for our propane heater. First time we used it, it set off the O2 or the CO2 alarm.
Yes,
which I think that's just
normal.
probably burning off whatever's in the factory. We haven't had any issues with it since then.
No. It is propane, so you get a lot of wet moisture. We're still trying to figure out a best solution for that.
Yeah, we're going to get
especially with boondocking.
Yeah, we're going to get a dehumidifier and try that out.
Somehow, yeah.
Well,
and that'll definitely come when we switch to DC power or get our inverter too. That'll be where we're really using that dehumidifier.
But it works. It works great. We were camping last weekend or 2 weekends ago.
In the freeze.
And it was probably mid-20s.
Yeah.
Kicked that sucker on, and it kept it nice and toasty in here.
Yeah, we had the blankets off. It was nice.
Yeah.
The dog was panting.
Yeah. So heater works great.
Yeah.
Anything else out here in the kitchen, dining room area? I don't think so.
I don't think
so let's talk about the bed area, and then we'll switch to the bathroom area. Okay, we're at the bed area. Kathy, what are your issues and loves with this area?
We did upgrade the mattress. That went first. That was the first thing that I ripped out. It wasn't a bad mattress. If you're using it temporarily, it was okay.
She's too nice. It was a solid piece of foam.
It was fine.
Yeah.
But we did upgrade. We bought one on Amazon. I think this is the Sinus. I don't know. There's several options. You do
like
you. It's everybody's different. So.
Our dog's in the fire pit.
She is in the fire pit.
So, anywho.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Apparently it's not hot.
So.
All right. Anyway, so we did upgrade the mattress. That was the biggest thing. We do have a lot of pillows in here, probably more so than most campers do. But we actually use. It is me, but I also use them over there on the bench, where I can sit up and prop up and sit long ways on the bench. So I do flop them around quite a bit. And plus, when we're sitting up watching TV, I like having the angles and stuff.
Yeah, it is the best spot to watch TV is laying in bed, because unless you sat on one side of the dinette,
we'd snuggle on that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't. No, it's too small.
No, with the wheel well, this is the only place you can watch the TV, really.
Yeah.
If it was important, I would probably figure out a way to move the TV.
But we don't use it that much.
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. So it's just an accessory.
Talk about what you did over there in the storage.
So I'm still, this is going to be terrible, so I have not got it clean. But this is a pretty normal setup for me because I tend to shove crap everywhere. So, but I did buy some hooks here to hang my hat up with. So I have all my hats hanging up in here. I also love these things here. They're just eyeglass holders. I use one pair for my sunglasses, one pair for my glasses, typically. So that's super handy as well. But I basically use this for my quick access coat storage, and then I keep our clothing in the bathroom is where I've been doing. Everything up here has been kind of just quick access stuff, shove stuff, whatever you need and stuff. And I need some organization help apparently. So.
Yeah. That's why she's got her side.
The other thing with this too is that we found that as we sleep, we tend to roll around and the dog tends to take up a lot of space in the bed, but we find that we sometimes hit our head on this.
Not hit our head. That was put there because those edges were extremely sharp.
Yeah, you added these soft bumper things, which I think you got them off Amazon, I think.
Yeah.
But no, and they blended in nice and everything.
Yeah, they're clear.
Yeah, and I added up the string lights here, and the reason why I did add the string lights is because they are battery operated. So if we don't want to use our batteries low, or main power battery is low.
Well, these are actually a little bit bright. I mean, we actually put some filters in there to change the color and to kind of dim them out.
And a lot of it is because we do camp in places that have a lot of street lights and lighting around. I'm sure if we were in a more lit area, this might be fine because you're used to all the light. But for us, a single light is way too bright. And even these lights are...
Even filtered.
Yeah, too bright.
But they do sell them. You can buy them to where you can get some blue lights.
Different options.
And just haven't went that far.
No.
Her little baskets up here, you can fit a lot more up here. But we use this for... I don't know what she's got in hers.
Quick access.
I throw my undies and socks and comfortable camp shoes in there.
Yeah.
And but yeah, my side of the storage, I basically use mine for my camera gear. They have a place in here for you to hang your clothes.
We hate it.
I don't like it because
it's my hat storage. That's why I did it as a hat storage, because of
yeah,
that.
none of your clothes fit. They all group up at the bottom, and it seems like it's just a waste of space. So when we go to the shower or the bathroom, I'll show you what I did with my clothes. But yeah, my compartment, it works great for all my cameras and all my ins and outs that I use,
Quick
car
grab.
keys,
Yeah.
stuff like that, hat. And other than that, I built these little tables.
And we rose up the table, basically, by
well-
doing that. Because our mattress we bought was higher than the other one.
Yeah.
So we raised this up, and which has been super handy.
Yes.
I do still want to create some sort of shelving or something, so I don't have a basket shoved back there with all my stuff, my books, my hearing aids,
Yeah.
and stuff just kind of crammed back around over there. So there's something, we're still adjusting to that, but that's something that I'm going to be doing in the near future, is getting some sort of shelving back there to organize, so I'm not shoving it in a basket.
Our storage underneath, this thing, you can fit a body, 2 bodies. We could probably both get under there if we need to. Yeah.
And even with the mattress, we were still able, obviously, we replaced the mattress, didn't affect lifting the bed.
No.
So,
So yeah, right now we use it for our solar panel. We put our solar panel, which we've got one of those Renogy suitcases. It'll fit down there. Every once in a while we'll throw our camp chairs in there. But we've never had this thing packed full.
no.
So we are going to move our batteries up in here. We're going to put our batteries up here, probably add a couple more batteries. That way we can do dual propane tanks out in front.
For
So,
longer trips when we are able to go for longer trips.
well, yeah, that, and when we add the inverter.
Yeah, that'll
So
make it
we can try to make this camper to where we can use it a full week without
needing
needing
anything.
anything. So, but bedroom area. Other than our power sources,
Oh, yeah. Step back a little bit so you can.
the outlets are 110, so they're useless on the battery. But the USBs, they're DC, so you can charge your phones.
And they do produce a light at night. This thing glows green. And
Yeah.
and again, it puts out quite a bit of light for what it is. We have taped it, and I've shoved in a temporary thing to help hide the light. And then, of course, I'm charging usually my hearing aids or my phone or whatever too overnight. So that tends to help it block out the light. But it is bright. If it gets to bugging me too much, I use one of my mini pillows to cover it. So.
Yeah. Last thing with this is the emergency window. Now it's not going to do it, but yeah, you bump this thing and
It
it closes.
the wind blows, it blows out.
Yeah.
And we found that you could take a clothespin and kind of shove it in there, or have
To
a
hold it.
clothespin to hold it. But
Yeah.
it's kind of a pain. But
Yeah.
it works. It is what it is. So
The blinds are good.
yes,
They have-
yeah, I do like the blinds.
They have lasted longer than ones in our house. But they're a little
That is true.
tight going up and down, but they work.
Yeah, they work great.
So I think that is it.
And they block a lot more light than what we were expecting. So
If you see anything that we missed in this area or have questions, let us know in the comments.
we ripped off this thing, the
Yeah,
spider.
first week. Why do we need? Well, I understand why you would need it if
Yeah.
you were using this with kids.
And I left the track up there. I could pull it down. I just don't want to see nail holes or screw holes in the roof. So it does. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
So let's move to the bathroom. Okay, for the bathroom,
you can fit 2 people in here.
this is how we're recording it. I'll have to throw in B-roll because there is no way we're fitting a camera in here.
You can fit 2 people in here if you need be. If one's on the toilet and one needs to get to the sink for whatever reason, you
Yeah.
can fit 2 people. It is nice and cozy. You are very intimate with whatever is happening in here, though.
Yes.
So.
Yes. But
The toilet, it's good. Nothing fantastic. It's definitely plastic, and it could break if you push too much pressure or anything to it. It could be a potential down the road that could be problems later on. But it's been fine so far.
The only issue I have with it is standing up to use it. The soft close lid doesn't want to stay up at times.
And even if you sit down on it, the soft close doesn't like it hits you in the back sometimes. So it's kind of irritating
so
on that.
You fuss with it a little bit, but other than that, yeah, like she said, no issues. The shower, I think she used it when we first got it to check it out.
Yeah. But since we weekend camp, we don't really use the shower.
Well, that, and we usually camp at places that have showers at times, or we baby wipe it.
Yeah. And the other thing, too, is that part of the reason why we don't use a lot of showers and we use the campground showers, or if we do camp at, is we don't want to use up all of our water storage for the tank, the gray tanks. And so we try to keep that for basically washing dishes, whatever else we need to do. Toilet. Yeah, which that's the black tank, but still, we try not to use a lot of that, and because we boondock most of the time.
And I found a better use for it.
Yeah.
I like hanging my clothes up, and
it's a storage area. It's very handy.
Yes.
And you'll see on the floorboard, I use that more than anything.
I got these little hangers off Amazon, got a dowel put across here, and hang up my clothes. They seem to hold going down the road. I haven't had any issues with it so far, and we use put our hiking backpacks and our shoes and whatnot down in the shower floor pan.
Yeah, we have life jackets in here now. It's November in Oklahoma, and we were on the lake yesterday kayaking, which is crazy.
85 degrees. The water was still cold.
Yeah, it was cold, but it was nice. Yeah. It was very nice. But yeah, so we have, we use it for storage, is basically what we use a shower. But we do have the option of everything's removable in here, that we can use it if we wanted to. So that's one thing I do, again, hate about this, is that we did probably overbuy for us, but it's still useful to us if we wanted to. So we have those options if we ever come across the need for it. So,
what do you think of the on-demand water heater?
I haven't used it. I used it for the shower, and then
we used it a little bit when we first got it, and the water heated up pretty quick.
Fast.
Pretty quick. It wasn't really consistent on the heat, or at least for us, it seemed like it was either too hot or it would cool off.
Yeah,
so shower wise, have fun with that. I mean, I guess you're in a camper.
And I know we're not going to have luxury. I mean, but it just, I don't use it. So
yeah, for us, if we need water or hot water for dishes or anything, we just boil it. I mean, it's quicker. So I mean, expense wise, I mean, you take out the microwave, the air conditioner, the on-demand hot water heater,
the awning,
do away with the lead acid battery, Jayco, and give us lithium. Yeah. You could really make a reasonable boondocking camper.
Yeah, and, it would be pretty optional.
I think there's a lot of people out there that would go for it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But for now, we're making our own.
Yeah, and there is quite a bit of storage still behind us in the sink area. The sink is tiny, nothing fancy. It's a plastic line sink. Both sinks are plastic lined, which you do have to watch with scraping or anything if you do store anything in it during the movement.
Or hot lids.
Yeah, somebody can melt it.
I didn't melt it yet.
And but so there's nothing. And the faucet handle in here is a plastic one as well, which again, it's fine. It'll be fine for now. The one thing I have made an adjustment for in here is the towel holder. It sat really low, and we moved it up, and I'm still probably going to move it up again higher, just because I like to use these towels, and they hang down kind of long. But it's an annoying one for me, so I keep readjusting that. And
we may actually see about get one of those pumps that we have in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And drill a hole and put one in here too. That
Very
way,
handy.
That way we're not carrying the water back and forth from the kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, it works better for us.
Yeah, when we're boondocking. So, but when we do have fresh water, and we use the faucets. I don't want to not say we don't use water.
Yeah, no. I mean, you can still use the fresh water on the battery.
Yeah.
For us, we just love our water from our house, and it's just easier because the way I was filling up the fresh water was I was taking the 5-gallon jugs, filling them up and bringing them out here and dumping them in the fresh water. So this way, we just take them and stick them under there, and we've got our water. When we're not, or when we're done, we don't have to worry about trying to get the camper room level and drain that tank. Or if we forget it, then have to bleach it because we left water in there all summer. But so other than that, do you think of anything else in here?
The storage in the cabinets is, again, kind of a weird storage, like the ones over by the bed. They're very long. They're long. I've added some shelving on one cabinet. It's kind of handy. They do shift around during movement of hauling. So I don't know. We're still trying to figure out what works best. And again, everybody camps differently. So, but no, there's a lot of storage in here. We find there's a lot of there seems to be a lot of room when you're in here by yourself, but when you do shut this door and you're sitting on the toilet, it is right there in your face.
So if you're looking for something that lean your head on while you're doing number 2, this is the camper for you.
But it is kind of claustrophobic in that sense, the way that this is. But we actually find that we just leave this door open and go to the bathroom when we need to go to the bathroom most of the time. The
other one usually steps outside.
Yeah, usually is outside already. So, But yeah, so I don't know.
And this is a little bit of too much information, but we don't do number 2 in this thing.
We don't. We're one of those weird ones.
If we do, because like she said, we have been sitting down, we use our doo-doo bags.
Yep, we do.
We were tent campers before this, so when we're out hiking and doing stuff like that.
And I'm sure that's going to bring lots of comments down below, but we just don't want to deal with cleaning.
I don't have the sense of smell, and I don't like the idea of there being a little bit of poo left in this thing. I've heard people complain on forums, Facebook groups about trying to get it all out. If it's not in there, then we ain't got to worry about trying to get it all out.
No, but no, we use the doo-doo bags. When you need to, or the campground facilities is what we hike it out.
Most of the time, there's year-round facilities if you like dirty pit toilets.
Yeah, these ones are bad today.
So, but other than that, any other issues in here?
We did add the Max fan.
Max Air fan, yes. It came with a plain
just a little fan, like a, I don't know, computer fan almost.
Yeah.
It was fine, but it didn't stop very much air movement at all. And we do have the filler thing that puts in here to help with sun, because we do live in Oklahoma. We get a lot of sun, UV damage. I do want to still buy one to fit over the skylight in the shower. That's something I still need to look at doing. I just keep forgetting to do it.
I do wish, I think I understand why they don't have it, but I wish we had one over the bed.
A vent?
No, a fan, Max Air fan.
Oh,
There's plenty of space for it, but I think it's because solar panels, they can put solar panels and stack them. I still think you could fit a solar panel on each side of it and have one over the bed. Those two going would be great. Like we said earlier, we're probably going to pull the air conditioner out and put one there.
I don't
see
know
how that works out.
We'll see.
think they might be fussing with each other, but
because they are kind of close together.
And we're trying to get the airflow go over the bed. So, other than that, I don't know if we have anything else to talk about on this thing.
I don't think so. Flooring's held up well. Materials seem to be pretty well. I haven't noticed anything falling apart in a year, really. Other than just a few little things here and there.
Now, trying to find wiring diagrams.
Oh, good luck.
Working with Jayco to try to figure stuff out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
That ain't happening.
So it's going to be a drill and pray.
Yeah. If you actually buy one of these, the 2025 Jayco Jay Flight, we have a Facebook group. We've got, I think, 60 members so far on it. You have to own this camper. We're trying to keep people that just own this camper in it. So search it on Facebook, answer little questions real quick, and we'll add you to it. You can see what everybody else has done with their camper.
Their mods, yeah.
And get ideas or
There's
ask
some really
questions.
nice mods, too, people have done.
So, but other than that, let me take you outside, and I'll show you around this. I recorded part of it earlier while she was inside making this all pretty.
Yeah, cleaning.
So
we're camping actively right now. So
let's get outside. Okay, let's talk about the front of the camper. We never ended up getting the power jack. Our battery is too valuable, and it doesn't take that long to jack this thing up and down. The propane bottle is still the same that it came with. We are going to possibly upgrade this. This battery box I added for security for our lithium battery, but I think I'm going to take this off. We're going to move the battery inside under the bed and possibly add a second battery. One battery is good enough to get us through the weekend, especially with the solar panel hooked up. But we want to make sure that if we're up in the mountains for a week and say we come into a rainstorm or we don't want to put the solar out, that 2 batteries, the way we camp, we should be able to get through a full week. The refrigerator, I think, is the thing that takes the largest draw on this. Once it gets the temperature, it shuts off. So all the stuff that I've done up here, I've added a battery cutoff switch and then the equalizing bars, which I tow with a half-ton Chevrolet pickup. It's a 20-year-old pickup. Flat, it doesn't have any problems towing this thing 70 miles per hour or whatever the speed limit is at the time. Going up in the mountains, I wouldn't say it struggled. For a 20-year-old vehicle, it did perfectly fine. I don't have a factory exhaust on this, so it was a little annoying. So keep that in mind if you have Flowmasters or anything louder than that towing this thing in the mountains, it wants to stay 3,000, 4,000 RPMs, and it gets kind of annoying inside the cab. But I think up front, that's pretty much all we've done. We added these stabilizing jacks. We found them on Amazon. Decided instead of getting the ones that bolted on or doing any of the mods that bolted on, that we would just use these. They don't take that long to set up. I mean, setting this camper up, once we pull into the site, I think I can have this thing totally set up by myself in about 20 minutes. Kathy helping, 10 minutes. I mean, this thing is pretty much a breeze to set up. Yeah, I think that's about all I have for the front. If you have any questions for the front of it that if you see something I didn't go over, drop it down in the comments and I'll try to answer it. But for now, let's move over to the little outdoor storage compartment / garage. Okay, for this outdoor storage, I've seen people say that they don't have that much storage in this camper, but for what we use it for, I would say we have plenty. I store both of our hammock chairs in here. Right now we have the Coleman folding table. We have our water hose back here. We still have our power cable in here. Our portable surge protector. We have a Coleman 2-burner grill. I've got the equalizing bars in here. I store all 4 of these jacks in here, and we still have plenty of space left in here. This thing goes, I'd say, maybe under half the bed. So it's pretty good. I could probably fit Kathy in here if I needed to. I just said that because she's inside cleaning up. But yeah, there's also a spot in here that we didn't notice when we got it. And I don't know if the salesman told us about it, because this camper was pretty much new, or not, it was new, but it was new to the lot when we got it. I think we were one of the first people in Oklahoma to get this thing. And it has a spot down here wired already for our inverter. So I think that is going to be one of our upgrades this off season. We're going to probably get the inverter, the second battery, and that way this camper would be pretty much a standalone we wouldn't have to have shore power. And so that way when we went to the mountains, we could possibly use all the outlets inside there. Right now we've got the EcoFlow batteries. We had those as tent campers, so we're using what we've got. And but yeah, if the money's good this off season, hopefully we can get the inverter. And maybe if you guys need to see an install video on that, let me know in the comments and I'll do that. It's going to be, I don't know if there's anything out there showing us how to do it. There's 2 wires, so I'm guessing mount it to the wall, plug it in, and see what happens. But let's see the outside. I can talk about the rest of the outside part of the camper and see if we added anything or took anything away, or pluses and minuses, while Kathy's still inside getting the camper ready. Oh, I did add these cam locks. They're the same size as the ones on my toolbox on my pickup, so 1 key, 2 boxes. But yeah, comment on the install video on these. These are just for the honest person, because yeah, this one barely latches. I'm not saying this for anybody to watch this and then come break in here, but yeah, like they said in the comments, screwdriver, and you're probably in it. So yeah, anyway, let's move on. Okay, our camper came with this Lippert solid step. I love this thing. The only problem, or 2 problems I've had with it, not major problems, it folds up into your doorway, so there's no easy in and out. You have to fold this down, get in. When it's at home, if you had the other ones that just came down, you could open the door, right in, right out, no problem. Second problem, which I've seen people put these small little shoes, I think they're like baby Crocs on, but the little steps down here, or the feet, they collect dirt, rocks, so when you fold it up, that all falls in your camper. But yeah, love it, sturdy. They're adjustable. I think Kathy might have went over that in our launch video, whatever you call it, a year ago. But other than that, we added the shade. I think that could be a factory add-on or a dealership add-on. I'm not sure if they sell these still in the dealership 2025, but I do know they have it 2026. So if this ain't factory on the 2026, this is something you can add on, but you can do it pretty simple or easy yourself. I think it cost us $10 on Amazon. But yeah, I have an install video, real quick, real simple. The awning, this is a great little awning. It's DC powered, but we've only used it once. And I mean, we've seen so many people have troubles with the wind and tearing it up. So here in Oklahoma, if you can't already tell that it's windy today, but we had it out yesterday, but it's the fall. So the sun stayed right there. And so yeah, it was just out for looks. So we've never actually sat under this thing. We've used it once to keep the rain out of the camper when we're in the mountains. So it'll stay on the side of the camper for now. But if yours doesn't come with it, or if you want to take it off, you could probably lose it. Handle, it comes on the camper. The outdoor speakers, I love them. I was listening to music all day yesterday while I was waiting on Kathy to get off work. It Bluetooth. The only downfall is, and I'm not sure if this is the radio's problem, my phone has no problem connecting to my watch and everything from 20, 30 feet away. But the phone I had to set it here on the tire. If I walked away, it would break connection. So kind of a downer. I can't sit down at a picnic table or my chairs and control the music, but it's not super loud, but it's loud enough to annoy your neighbors and loud enough to annoy your wife. So yeah, these are great. So far, we haven't had any leak issues with them. I don't think we've had any issues on this side. Yeah, so let's move to the back. Okay, back here, we never got the ladder. It may or may not be in the future. The camera, they have a Furrion. I think it's double the price of this Trailer Life, but we went with the Trailer Life. We haven't had any issues with this. It's pretty damn clear. I haven't had any issues with it other than you can't reverse the feedback. So when you're looking at the screen, it's reversed. It's kind of annoying, but you get used to it. It's great for backing the camper up under this tree. I was by myself. I didn't have to get out and constantly check to see if we were going to hit. It would catch the tree all the way down. Does great for traveling down the road. If you have people sneak up behind you and you can't see them in your mirrors, check the screen. We've got it mounted right under the stereo, so it's great. This little hitch mount, I got it. We've got a basket that we got for our Jeep. We got the bicycle mount, and that's what we've put it on here for, was to mount or take our bicycles to the mountains when we go. So we haven't used it except for just around after I installed it. So it works out great. I think there's a weight limit on it, so you can't put too much weight on it. Other than that, we added our little level, and that's it for back here, I think. Let's move on to the side. I don't know if there's anything on the side to talk about, but I'll move over here to the driver's side and we'll talk about that. Okay, I lied. There's plenty to talk about over here. First off, the water heater. Kathy bought these little screens on Amazon to keep the wasp, mud daubers, all the insects and rodents out. They've seemed to work great. My biggest issue on this side, this kitchen window. This kitchen window doesn't open, and I don't know why. It's annoying. For this little camper, I would love to have every window open to get as much airflow as we can through there. As for the window that does open, this one right here, this is the emergency window, but on windy days, this thing blows out and shuts. It also, we found if you don't use it very often, that it sticks. And if you push from the inside, you can tear the weather stripping. So you have to come out here and actually kind of pry it open a little bit. I don't know how many people have came across that. We've had a few people talk about it, I think, in our Facebook group, that they've had the same problem. So you might keep that in mind if you get this year or 26. Other than that, our level, that's all we've added to this side. And I think that's all we can talk about over here. For the outside, other than the roof, the only thing we did to the roof was we add the max air fan. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't think we've done anything to the roof. So I think that is it for outside. So, okay, now we're at the end of the video. and we're going to talk about if we would buy it again or not. So, Kathy, would we buy it?
I would. The durability's been great. It's held up very well. It has gone through a couple of hailstorms, Oklahoma hailstorms, so it seems to be pretty good on that. But I still have changed some things. But
yeah, for me, I probably wouldn't. For as much as we want to pull off this thing, I would probably look for a year or two older one and try to get it a little bit cheaper to account for losing all the stuff that they're going to charge us for. So
I do like the walk around bed though. I never mentioned that in this video, but that is a very big positive that I like on this.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but-
Okay.
But yeah, I'd buy again. He wouldn't. That's what married couples do.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess for now, until the next one, keep exploring.